reports. Got Shez and Shamir, A rank.
That's hilarious. Who knew there could be a merc like that?
Like who? What did I miss?
Yeah, he'd say it with a completely straight face, too. I take my pay in apples.
What?
This guy would storm onto the battlefield lugging around a sack full of apples. Truly one of the strangest things I've ever seen.
Damn, I want to hear more about this guy.
I guess you could say he was hungry for battle. Wish I could have seen that myself.
I want to know more about this apple merc.
He was probably the best smelling guy out there. I'll give him that. That reminds me. Remember when you asked about my past? Yeah, sorry if that was out of line. I shouldn't have pried. No, it's okay. Actually, I thought I would tell you, if you're still interested. Are you sure? I'm sure. It's not much of a story anyway. Besides, it's already been 7 years. I used to belong to an organization that was less a group and more like one giant mercenary state. Not the kind of place you go for building bonds of trust and camaraderie. Still, there was one person there who I thought of as a partner. As you can probably guess, he was killed. And that was that.
That's it?
What? That's it? That's the whole story? Then again, I don't know why I would expect otherwise. But why'd you want to tell me all of a sudden? I thought you hated talking about your past. I felt a little guilty. You shared your story with me earlier, but I didn't tell you mine. At the time, I wasn't about to go telling some stranger all about my past. But now I think you're at least somewhat trustworthy. So I told you. That's all.
Okay.
Seriously? Well, I'm really happy to hear that. Especially from you. Why? Everyone here adores you. I'm sure you hear stuff like that all the time. All the time? Come on, that's an exaggeration. I've always felt that you were a more distinguished mercenary than me. Earning recognition from a merc I respect is a real honor. So if you see me as some sort of senior mercenary, I guess that makes me the mentor in this relationship. I guess. I see. All this time I've been treating you like an equal, but maybe I should have been taking you under my wing instead.
That sounds good.
How would you feel if I took you up on that? Seems like fun. Yeah, well, you know what else is fun? Any person I mentor has to pay for drinks. All of them.
Well, no drinks then.
No way!
Problem solved.
What kind of deal is that? Just a joke, sorry. I have no intention of treating you any different. I should have known. That's why I like you, Shamir.
Okay. Claude and Ignatz.
Hey there, Ignatz. What are you up to?
Oh, Claude. I was just admiring the scenery. I come here sometimes to bask in the embrace of unfettered natural beauty.
Okay.
Stunning, isn't it? I find being in the environment like this to be quite calming.
You can say that again. My favorite napping spot's always been right under a nice, shady tree.
Well, it does sound comfortable.
Ignatz, you always wanted to be a painter, right?
Yes.
Huh? Well, yes, but how did you know that?
Oh, easy. I've got you all figured out, my friend. All your secrets, your worries, everything. Kidding, of course.
Right.
Really, it wasn't too hard to piece together. I heard you haven't always wanted to be a knight. And seeing you take in the world the way you do, there was only one possibility. You dreamed of being a painter, but gave it up before you could ever make it a reality.
My father wished that I become a knight, yes. But the decision to actually do so was mine alone. That's
Are you
enough
sure
that.
about that?
What demands our attention most in this moment is the instability both in and outside of Leicester's borders. As a knight, I must do whatever I can to help alleviate the situation.
You're right. The whole alliance was in complete chaos when Shahid attacked. But that's exactly why I founded the Federation, so we could overcome whatever strife came our way.
I really wish there was more I could do to help.
In that case, how about we send you on a reconnaissance mission?
What?
It's simple. You go to all sorts of different places, maybe scout out a few towns, and take note of everything you see and hear while you're there. Sounds like the perfect job for you, doesn't it?
Are you sure I'm the right person for it?
Of course I'm sure. I want you to travel the world, Ignatz. See the wonders it has to offer with your own two eyes.
You know, I thought my dream of becoming a painter was nothing more than dust in the wind. That giving up was my only path forward in life. But you've shown me that isn't how it has to be. Once this war is over, I'll do whatever it takes to make it a reality again.
As you should. What kind of dream would it be if you just abandoned ship the moment one little thing knocked you off course?
Thank you, Claude. Once I'm a full-fledged painter, I'll be sure to do a wonderful portrait of you. I promise.
Sounds good to me. Oh, and make sure it's extra grand so that it'll survive for centuries to come.
Yes, of course.
Okay. There you go. Ignatz will be a painter. Okay. Okay. Yuri and Balthus.
Oh, I've really done it this time.
Done what now?
Well, if it isn't Balthus. What's wrong? That was a legendary sigh.
Yuri, pal, hear me out for a sec, will ya? There were these mercs, and I may have made a bet with them.
Oh.
Yeah, you lost, I get it. But we've got bigger issues to discuss.
Must be a pretty big deal if it's more important than me losing my dinner to those mercs.
It's come to my attention that one of my business associates is looking for a certain giant broke fool.
What? That's it? I'll just break him in half, and then we can move on with our lives. Not a problem.
Great idea. You do that.
I figured you'd say that, which is exactly why I came to tell you not to. See, this particular associate hires out quite a few of my people. I can't have a bruiser like you turning them into corpses.
Can't I just rough him up enough to get him off my back? A few broken bones never killed anyone.
Come now. You know there's no way I'd let you get away with that.
I thought Balthus was who we were talking
I'd
about.
use every last one of my contacts to make
Is
sure
it not?
you never win another bet for the rest of your life.
Whoa, cut a guy a break, would ya? I wouldn't put it past you to actually follow through.
I take it we've reached an understanding then. I suggest you lay low until things blow over. Clear? Even after all this time, your ability to enrage people still manages to astound me.
Hey, it's not as bad as it used to be. The price on my head's never been lower. On the flip side, the price for my skills has only gone up. I've been making money hand over fist as a mercenary. But the stakes keep getting higher and higher, so my pockets remain as empty as ever.
I can't help but sigh in disappointment listening to you talk. You're seriously lucky I'm not happy, or you'd be neck deep in monsters.
Alright, I hear ya. But enough about me. What have you been getting up to since you left Abyss?
Oh, I just went back to my old gang. They were my home before the Officers' Academy, after all. But I still had to take on some mercenary work to keep my people fed and things running smoothly. It's been a rough couple of years. And thanks to that, my once stunning physique has been spoiled by all this muscle.
Really? You still look pretty scrawny to me. Your skill with the blades improved, though, that's for sure.
Well, when you're forced to fight, you either improve or you die. Still, I've got nothing on you. You practically live for a good brawl, after all.
These fists have never let me down. No matter the enemy, I'm always the one who walks away. Say, Yuri, I just had a brilliant idea.
I have a feeling I'm going to regret asking. But sure, let's hear it.
If this associate of yours doesn't catch me, you and your underlings are gonna have to take responsibility, right?
Most likely. I knew what I was getting into when I told you to back down. I've made my peace.
Yeah? Well, I'm not about to leave my buddy Yuri holding the bag while I sit on my hands.
Balthus?
So, to make things fair, let's have ourselves a little wager to decide which of us is gonna take the fall. That way, if you lose fair and square, it'll give you an out, yeah? You'll have no other choice but to take your goons back from that client, and they won't get pummeled by yours truly. Problem solved.
Hypothetically, if I were to take this bet, what happens if you lose?
I'll do what I always do. Take my shirt off, jump out in
What?
front of them, and run away as they look on in awe.
That's an interesting plan.
This is what I get for trying to help. You love taking off your clothes almost as much as you do gambling. No wonder your pockets are always empty.
Okay then. Alright. And we have Violet and Gerald, A rank.
There you are. What's going on? It's not like you to send for me.
I have something to give you.
Well, this is new. What is it?
Here.
It's a rock. Oh, and some flowers?
Oh, I'm really surprised. I mean, you've never given flowers to anyone before, have you?
I had to ask some of our allies for advice, because I wasn't sure the best way to communicate my feelings.
What do you mean?
I'm really thankful that you're my captain, but also that you're my father. I've never really told you that, so I wanted to make sure you knew.
Ah, kid.
When I asked, everyone said I should give you flowers. Apparently that's what they used to do back at the Officers' Academy. I wonder what it would have been like there.
The Officers' Academy, huh? You might have just been a student there if things had happened a little different.
Oh yeah, sure. Just a student.
Or who knows, maybe you'd have ended up like Alois and forced into giving seminars or something. Not that you're really qualified to be a teacher. Anyway, these
Oh well,
flowers
guess
did
we'll
the
never
trick,
find out.
kid. Consider your message delivered. Though, to be honest, I kind of already knew. You might not give a lot away, but you're not completely unreadable. Sorry for making you think I had no idea.
That's all right. I'm just glad you know.
By the way, why'd you choose this kind of flower? Did someone suggest them?
No, I picked them out myself. I thought they were nice to look at. Calming, in a way.
You even like the same flowers as your mother. Can you inherit that kind of thing? I used to give these to Citri all the time. I'd pull them out from behind my back, and her whole face would light up like the brightest torch you'd ever seen. Maybe this is how she felt whenever she got them.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. I want to see how this mercenary life of ours is going to play out. Together.
Yeah, just stay away from Kranya.
Those feelings are never going to change. And I'll do what I must to make sure you know that.
Huh. Thanks, kid.
Jeez, enemy level 80. So I guess that's what happens if you turn the difficulty up. So I switched to hard. I want to try one battle and see what it's like. I'm going to do this one. A group of bandits responsible for rampant theft and kidnapping is lurking nearby. Take to the field at once and protect the citizenry as they make their escape. Okay, let's go.
Run for it. Everyone fall back.
Disadvantage is nothing to fear. We will turn this around. Please find it in your heart to help me.
Okay. This person lasts long enough to get critical rushed. Okay, come here, assassin.
We've gained control.
Goodbye. Okay, still kill people very easily.
Help me! Someone! Anyone!
Summoner's in trouble. Yeah, they're having a hard time auto-killing stuff. Jeez, this guy has a Brave Axe plus 50 as his weapon? What the heck?
First-rate mercenary, but I'm one step closer now.
Talk about momentum. You're unstoppable.
He's gonna take a ton of damage from getting hit. Holy crap.
Job well done, if I do say so myself.
Okay. Or did I get hit, or was that her one ability? Oh, that's just... Okay, that's life force.
That was close. So this is defeat. I'm sorry. Too easy. lose, no matter what.
Person to claim victory, maybe.
You need to be cautious. I'm not a child.
Get over here.
What's under our control?
Alright, we're done.
Phew.
I feel like
Thanks for your help back there.
okay, so I feel like the main difference just from that one battle is that my allies have a harder time taking out enemies.
What did I do?
And that's probably going to be an issue in main missions where you need them to do a lot of things.
You helped get everyone on the same page. I appreciated the backup.
It would have ended up like that, even if I didn't say a word. Like I said, we're all turning into you.
We will all be the Clotness.
Yeah, I still don't know what to think about that. But if it's true, then you probably deserve the credit. You've done a lot to keep our little team unified.
I don't know if I've really done all that much. If anyone should be grateful, it's me. If I ended up on someone else's side, I'm sure people would have gotten all suspicious about my powers. They'd probably think I was their enemy. But here, I'm just part of the team. You all really make me feel like I belong.
I get that. I felt like an outsider my entire life. But our friends are a pretty open-minded bunch. They even accepted Nadera with open arms. That's exactly the sort of world I dream of. A world where nobody is branded an outsider. Where anyone and everyone is welcome.
Life would be a whole lot easier if that's really what Fodlan was like.
But the church preaches a very different vision. They use social status to justify prejudice and have no tolerance for those who come from anywhere else, or who don't believe in their teachings. There's good there too, of course, but I want to wipe the slate clean and start over. It's ambitious, to be sure, but can I count on you to continue fighting by my side? To help me make my dream a reality?
As a friend, right? Of course. At least until the war is over.
Wait, that's it? You're just gonna up and leave as soon as the fighting's done?
Who knows?
Alright, I'll leave it for now. But don't think you're off the hook. We'll pick this up again when the time comes. Anyway, we should press on. I'm sure Edelgard is awaiting our arrival with bated breath.
Alright, next mission is Lysithea paralogue. Under the protection of the Golden Deer. The former Count Gloucester pays Lysithea a visit only to be interrupted when news reaches them of a bandit attack in Ordelia territory. S rank gets me Ordelia Sorcery Company, Tome Battalion looks like.
It's me, Count Gloucester, Lysithea von Ordelia.
Ah yes, please come in.
Thank you.
I thought he
Count
visited her.
Gloucester, I have come here in my father's stead, and must return to the front line soon. But I wish to formally apologize for any trouble caused by the recent events in Ordelia.
Oh, but my domain was left largely unharmed. In fact, if anyone is apologizing here, it should be me. I knew full well what was happening in Ordelia, yet was only able to dispatch a small force to aid you.
It is only natural that a house should prioritize the safety of its own domain. And besides, House Gloucester is tasked with protecting the crucial Great Bridge of Myrden.
Your understanding is appreciated. But for me, I fear this also has a personal component. It is true that I could not abandon the Great Bridge, yet your father has been my compatriot for many years, and I view him as a true brother in arms. Had something happened to him, I would never have been able to forgive myself.
I had no idea you held my father in such high regard.
I have always felt I owed him far more than I was ever able to give.
And what do you owe him exactly?
My lord,
What?
you have a messenger from the Federation Army.
This guy just walks in.
Send them through.
At once, sir.
Sorry to barge in like this.
What do you want?
Oh, hey,
No,
Lysithea.
it's just
Didn't know you were here, but it actually saves me some time.
You are the mercenary captain who reports directly to His Majesty, yes? Has something happened?
A town south of here has been overrun by bandits, down in Ordelia territory.
What?
Oh no.
I had hoped all those rogues had been suppressed.
It's just a ragtag group of anyone who managed to avoid extermination at the hands of the Federation. Looks like they all came together for one last hurrah. Since the town isn't too far away, I was asked to come here and see if you could spare any troops.
I will send all I can, but I fear it will be a scant force.
But surely the Federation will send reinforcements as well.
Well, that's the thing.
They sent Shez.
Everyone's sort of got their hands full preparing for the next battle.
We're good.
Honestly, they could barely spare me as a messenger.
I didn't realize Claude could be so cruel.
Hey, it's the truth. This is just bad timing. All the big names are scattered off in one place or another. I mean, take you. You're all the way out here apart from the main force, right?
Still your tongue. I'll have you know I'm here on very important business.
This bickering can wait. We need to mobilize what units we have at once.
We? Wait, you're coming?
Am I unwelcome?
Oh.
Hey, the more the merrier. Welcome aboard.
Will he be playable?
I am glad to hear it, for any force would be lucky to have the great Irvin Fritz Gloucester on their side. My military prowess may not be as renowned as some, but I have bestrode many a battlefield in my day. Sadly, I could not lend much aid during the recent disturbances in Ordelia, but this is my chance to rectify that error.
In that case, we should be off.
I sure hope he knows what he's doing.
So it's just these two, huh? Oh. Got 12 minutes, 1500 KOs. Okay, let's go.
Bandits have completely taken over the town.
Give me Lysithea.
Then we will just have to take it back, one street at a time. Let us split up and work on capturing each area.
So use the strongholds, take back the city.
We'll seize every last stronghold. I'm not a child.
Oh, die.
What a nuisance!
He just dies to that.
These bandits are no match for nobles such as ourselves.
Goodbye.
Yet they also lack the scruples of nobility. We should proceed with caution.
Where'd you come from? Die.
Take a breather.
I'll be Shez for a moment. Come on. Here we go.
Take it down at once.
Let's take this place. Oh, that was an ally dude. I was like, who the heck was that? Okay, zip around.
I don't sense anyone from those
Oh,
who slither in the dark.
can't dodge me.
I was wondering if we might run into them. Can't say I'm disappointed that we didn't.
Vertigo can really let loose here. Hope we ain't too late for all the fun.
Oh, got people on the southern side.
Great. More bandits.
Let us show them that the rule of law still holds strong in Ordelia.
Lead the bandits to the
Actually
strongholds.
trying to reclaim the strongholds? Ah, these brigands need a lesson on when to cut their losses and go home.
Get out of my way. Okay, another stronghold taken. Hello. Oh, stop. Cool on. stronghold down.
I had thought perhaps you did not like my father, Count Gloucester.
An understandable impression. We did tend to get into heated arguments at the Round Table. Your father and I have strong opinions about how best to protect our own territories and people. We are like-minded in that way.
Yes.
Let's go this way.
I see that now.
Yeah, this way. You there. Die. Oh, I'll take that. Durability right there. Okay, nice refill. Okay.
Not a problem.
Let's go siege that.
Watch closely. Enemy down.
Get out of here, Bo Knight.
Seeing you give it your all motivates me, too.
Go over here. Hello, wyverns. You like Hades? Because Hades liked you.
It is a noble's duty to protect the commoner. I told my son he must never forget that.
And he remains dedicated to that ideal. Perhaps a little too dedicated.
That should do it.
Alright,
Let
let's
us
go
take
this way.
care of the other bandits now. By the by, Lysithea, is my son making himself useful in the Federation army?
No, I don't use him. He's worthless.
Indeed, he is. The man's fervor is rivaled only by that of the king himself. No time to slow down.
Let's just pop an awakening.
What a nuisance! Not going to die yet.
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
Oh, the daughter of House Ordelia.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's just keep going this way.
What a nuisance!
Okay, get rid of you. Okay, let's just finish you off.
Out of my way!
Okay.
I understand
that.
that you often quarreled with the other lords of the Round
Is
Table
this-
as well.
Yeah, I did see a durability
My
pot.
quarrels
Take
with
that.
the other lords were mere petty bickering. Only with your father did I exchange ideas on
Shows us
equal
down here.
footing.
Shez, why don't you warp up here?
Couldn't hurt. Not a problem.
And attack that guy.
Still fun to be had if we can hold this place. So, if you want it, come and take it.
Oh, some dudes up there. Keep the bandits up there. Okay.
Abuse this town for 1 minute more. You can count on
Lysithea, take care of that. Switch back to the Shez.
They've
My turn.
taken the civic building. We must reclaim it with all speed.
Man, what are you blocking me for? I can't block. That's not fair. Just die. Give me this space. Hello. And goodbye.
Cease this futility.
Okay. So what are you looking like? Oh, I'm good on kills already. Okay, goodbye. You frozen that whole time? Eesh.
I must say, I've been rather worried about your father. I rarely saw him at the round table since his illness.
Spec you to get rid of you real quick.
Your concern is
Take
appreciated.
these.
Sadly, I think his long years
sure.
of
Let's go this
overwork
way.
have finally caught up with him.
Loop around.
You cannot defeat us.
Okay. Then come over here and deal with this guy. Die.
And you should have given up when you had the chance.
Looks like we've taken back most of the town.
Okay.
Not bad at all, my
Now
friend.
what?
A shame that you were born a mere commoner.
What?
We got nowhere left to run if we lose here. Plant your feet and fight to the death.
Okay, some dudes over here.
Did they really think we would let them claim this town?
Beat the bandit leader. You there. Die. Break some jars. Damn, there's 3 of them in here. Hello, bandit leader. I give you Hades.
Lysithea, please be careful. You could never face your
Oh, I was
father
gonna say
should
he didn't
something
die,
happen
but
to
then
you.
he got exploded
Your
at the end.
concern is appreciated but unnecessary.
Zoom,
Our
zoom, zoom.
victory here is assured. Yes, we've done it.
You did well, Lysithea. Perhaps even better than myself.
Did you even do anything?
Thank you for your assistance.
Not at all. I'm glad the town is safe once more.
Stage complete. S rank. MVP goes to Lysithea.
Thank you for your assistance, Count Gloucester.
I don't think he did anything.
Not at all.
He's useless.
I only wish I could have been of more use. Sadly, my efforts paled in comparison to those of you and your mercenary friend here, Lysithea.
Damn right.
I wouldn't go that far.
Me either. Honestly, I figured you were gonna be dead weight, but you really held your own.
No, he was dead weight.
Such impertinence.
But it's a terrible thing to grow old. I hope you never
It's a
have to do
terrible
it, either
thing
of
to
you.
be a green unit.
But like it or not, I admit I am past my prime. Still, these old bones did what they could.
You were a tremendous help, and I've no doubt my father will feel the same when I inform him.
Please do give him my best, and let him know that we are still the sturdy pillars of Leicester.
Of course.
That said, I am pleased to see your father has such a superlative heir waiting in the wings. Perhaps Count Cordelia might consider stepping down a tad early?
I cannot say.
As leaders, we often butted heads because we had to look out for the interests of our own realms. But once we have both passed on our title, we could simply be friends. And that is something I would greatly look forward to.
That reminds me. You mentioned earlier that you owed him something?
A stab in the back?
Ah, yes. It's something of a longer tale, but perhaps now is the time to tell it. When you were still quite young, the Empire often saw fit to meddle in House Ordelia's affairs. As I was on the outside looking in, I was never able to discern any of the particulars. But even as a bystander, it was clear that your father's hardships were considerable. Yet, I did nothing. As leader of the pro-imperialist lords at the time, I could little more than stand by and watch.
Your actions are completely understandable. The Empire would have brazenly ignored any protest of their political interference. As such, we had no choice but to endure their tyranny.
It must have been difficult for you as well. Still, I should have spoken out, if nothing else. I owed your father that much.
I see.
I cannot change the past, but I hope I might help your father live out his remaining years in peace. Perhaps we could take tea together.
Can we meet him, by the way?
Reminisce on the old days.
I'd be curious to see what color his hair is.
I'm certain he would love that.
Tea? Really? That's your grand idea? Why don't you build him a mansion where he can get old in peace or something?
Still your wagging tongue, churl.
Churl? What?
No, our friend has a point. Taking tea together is a bit pedestrian, all things considered. For I am Irvin Fritz Gloucester, after all.
Alright, on to the next main mission, Salvation. Garreg Mach is under attack by the combined forces of the Kingdom and the Church. Aware that the Federation must honor its pact, you march for the monastery to aid the Empire. This rank gets me Suttinger's Mystery. Is that a tome? I hope that's like a cool tome weapon. Alright, let's go help the Empire.
The situation is grim. The Kingdom Army and the Knights of Seros have the monastery completely surrounded.
Okay, time to leave.
And Rhea?
She's here. Looks like she's commanding the Knights of Seros herself.
With her leading the charge, the Knights' morale must be through the roof. Looks like your guess was right on the mark, Lawrence.
Indeed. If anything, Edelgard's predicament is even more dire than I imagined.
If you're sure you want to rescue her, we'll have to move quickly, Your Majesty.
Nope, we're not sure. Let's leave.
Right. Let's go, everyone. Time to save the day.
Yeah, let's go. Home. Okay, defeat their army. Well, Edelgard's on the map. Her Majesty's healers. Heal Edelgard as she advances to the front lines where the fighting is fiercest. Nah, screw her. Dispatch combat engineers to disrupt the Kingdom Army's plans. Okay, that sounds like it could be good. Alliance snipers. They have an armored unit. Strengthened unit stationed in allied strongholds. Decrease durability of enemy strongholds. Let's do this one. There's only 3 10s. So I might as well just go with another 30. And then we'll go with this. 20 minutes, 1800 kills. Okay. Ooh, got a cutscene. Oh, damn. Right through the slit. Get her. Take her out. What was that noise? Oh. Damn. Imagine watching a Pegasus just set on fire falling out of the sky.
I owe you one. Honestly, it almost feels like you held back till I needed help.
Far be it for me to say that you're wrong. Being owed a favor by the Emperor herself.
Well then, I guess we can call it even.
How did she manage to
Don't close your ledger just
time
yet,
that
Claw.
throw through his wyvern's
My
wings?
quill is at the ready, Edelgard. Call in all the favors you want. Ready, you guys? It's time we show them just what Lester can do in a fight.
Haven't we already done
Go
that?
ahead to put a stop to Dimitri and Rhea. I am counting on your support, Claw.
Well, we've come this far. We're not about to stop now.
Escort? I don't want to escort Edelgard. Man, escort missions are bad enough. These guys are great knights. Okay, give me Lysithea. Where am I? This way. No, not that way. This way. Here. Take him out, Lysithea. Another great knight? Come here. My magic damage wants to say hello. Stop blocking and die.
The enemy forces are too great right.
Oh, Monica's here too?
Serve as a decoy for Her Majesty.
Beat the mortal savant stage.
Monica is in danger. Do not worry about me. You must attend to her.
Get out of here. Oh, hello. I saw him in the water. You just instantly die like he's a mob in Genshin. Hello. Okay, who's this back here? Where'd this guy come from? Oh, missed. Come on, die. Okay. Can kill this person. Hello.
This opportunity will not escape us.
Oh. Used a fire attack. If you are in an area that is burning because of blaze, you'll take damage. However, if the blaze came from an ally, you will not take damage. Because, you know, fire knows how to identify.
They are burning.
It has built-in IFF.
That's a bold move, Dimitri.
Ah, yes, the old set it on fire strategy.
Ow.
We should put that out before things get messy.
I think we've got some combat engineers on standby. Maybe they could deal with all this fire stuff?
Oh, is this the strategy? Nice. This is on a base captain. What's going on here? About Monica, I guess. Is that Felix in there? No, that's just a mortal savant, right? Kinda look like Felix. Okay.
All right, engineers, you're up.
Give me that.
Don't let them start another fire.
Hello, Holy Knight.
You saved my life. Thanks, friends of Her Majesty.
What? The wall collapsed.
That looked weird.
Did someone intentionally do this?
Our path is
Okay.
blocked. We need to find another route and catch up with Edelgard.
No, we don't. Just stay on Leone and come kill these people.
We'll do that with Her Majesty here.
Bam. That one's still alive. Beat the Holy Knights.
So that's
I already
the
killed two of
Empire's
them.
Minister of Religious Affairs. He heads up the Southern
What?
Church
What's
now.
on this?
If he's in trouble, we should go help.
Ingrid has appeared.
You are Edelgard. Your life is mine.
Yes, kill her.
Edelgard is under attack. We must defend her. Looks like you're having a rough time. We're gonna back you up.
Thank you. Is Her Majesty all right? Do tell her I've been fighting
Give me
valiantly.
this. Let's go take this base over here.
I'm alive. I mean, of course I am. My death would be a crippling blow to the Empire.
Some more guys appeared.
Some enemies slipped out of the stronghold. We gotta take them down before they do something.
Keep these mortal savants. Okay. We don't have other allies here. I'll let them deal with him. Let's go take these guys out. How do I go?
I have sworn my
Go
life
around
to
this
Her
way?
Majesty, and I would do it again.
There we go.
Our own base will be in peril if Monica is defeated.
Yeah. I'm coming. Ah. Come here. Okay. This one's went over this way. Okay, get rid of you guys real quick. Alright, we good down here?
That should take care of all the enemy commanders around here.
S rank. I have lots more kills to go. Alright, Chess, why are you all the way down here? Did they ever turn off the fire? Okay, give me Lysithea.
Watch closely.
Holy Knight, get away from me. I'll take this. Because I can. Sweet, okay. Let's zoom, zoom, zoom over here. Oh, I can't go in here. Weren't they over there before? Did they have to go all the way around? Okay, fine. Just fucking me, Leone. Do I need to take that? Where is Hilda? Hilda's all the way over there. Let's darn it, Hilda. Okay, let me come over here. Alright. Let's kill you people.
Getting better every minute. Excellent work. Crush the enemy.
Okay, they're dead. Nice. And that Kate up. Okay.
Cannot let it end here.
It's my turn.
So now Lysithea can go through. Okay, so this is where Edelgard got cut off. Okay. Get out of my way.
I'm lonely.
Alright, these doors are open. Not that one.
Stay out of my way. Actually, this is perfect. Now I can avenge the Margrave as well.
Sorry, Ingrid. I don't want to do this.
Interesting. Lester, none of this would have happened if it weren't for you. I can't go on.
Okay, she's not dead.
I'm sorry. I have to fall back.
Excellent. Continue defending the Emperor.
So I am weak.
Die. Another wall break? What is with all these breaking walls?
No way through.
There she is. Ignite the flames once more. They will know how deeply our rage burns.
Dimitri Edelgard is a fire element character.
It seems the enemy attacked them.
Why are you using
We won't be
fire on her?
sending any more fires.
Well, they were unlikely to fall for the same trick
I'm
twice.
just stuck in here.
Time for our next plan.
Oh, hello.
No time to slow down.
Stop blocking. Die. Gatekeeper, come here. Stand right in that. Oh, hello, Great Knight. Die. So what are we looking like for this stuff now? Still got more kills to go. I don't know how much of the stage is left. Like that. Oh no, the do. Do the do.
Dimitri's most loyal retains. I must be getting close then.
Get out of here, Great Knight.
As long as I stand, you will not lay a finger on His Majesty.
Okay. Well, excuse me while I murder all your guys for an S rank.
But you're preventing me from doing mine. You underestimate.
Still need more kills.
You're pretty amazing, alright.
Okay. Goodbye to do.
No matter what.
Take your loot.
I would sooner fight to the end, but that would bring great pain to His Majesty.
Okay, did you retreat it?
Now eliminate Dimitri and force the kingdom troops to retreat.
Okay, are we gonna get some more enemies? I need more kills. Okay, can you walk faster? Look how slow you are.
We have gained control of Garreg Mach's entrance. I'll take up position here and stop the enemy from invading.
I cannot allow you to do this alone, Your Majesty. Please, permit me to fight alongside you.
I've long awaited this day, Edelgard.
Oh.
Your tyranny ends here.
Get her, Dimitri.
Oh, this is not good. We can't let Edelgard die.
We must seize this opportunity while the kingdom army is engaged. Quickly, capture the front gate of the monastery.
Oh shit. Defeat Rhea.
I should have known she wouldn't let this opportunity slip by. Get on over to Garreg Mach.
She popped up out of nowhere. Is there another secret path we don't know about?
The Kingdom Cavalry and the Church are launching an attack on our stronghold.
Okay, let's see here. Shez. You're gonna warp over there.
Couldn't hurt.
And
You can count on me.
Lysithea. Come get that guy.
Take a
Our
breather.
snipers are ready.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us.
Snipers, attack! Cover our advance!
It looks kind of funny with their whole robe outfit and wielding a sword like that.
Attack! Don't give them a chance to retaliate.
Okay, Lysithea, get to the Great Knights. Okay, take them out.
But on the other hand, it'd really make my day if you withdrew. No?
Garreg
Some
Mach
of them?
is certainly a strategic location.
You are. Get out of here.
But is it truly essential to the kingdom?
Perhaps. If we control this land, we will be in a better position to ward off your invasions. Yes.
Thank goodness. We defended the stronghold.
Sorry, but I think I'd rather fight you instead. I will correct the mistake I made when I took you in by ending your life. Attack as one.
Okay, she You done?
Is our church's most sacred site. We must reclaim it.
Oh, there she goes. Okay, then we'll switch up to Hilda here and bonk.
Opportunity has slipped through our fingers, but we shall
Bonk.
return. The next time you will not be so fortunate.
And we're done. Okay.
We managed to hold out, but Rhea got away.
If the church has withdrawn, we need not risk our lives any longer.
Okay, they all retreat.
And just like that, a full retreat?
No one dies.
Not that I'm complaining, mind you. This war won't end until Rhea's dead. Get ready for a chase, everyone.
Well, would you look at that? We won.
Of course we did.
Thanks to
We have
you.
Lysithea.
Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight. The kingdom and the church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You barely even broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
Marvel, I always forget you even exist. Okay, get the S rank. Nice. MVP, Lysithea.
Thank you, Claude. I owe you a great debt.
Edelgard, why are you still alive?
Yeah, we really saved your skin. Though I'm sure you would have preferred to have us in your debt instead. Must really chafe having the shoe on the other foot.
And what is that supposed to mean? If all you plan to do is mock me, then perhaps I'll not honor the debt after all.
Hey, it was just a joke. Just something Lawrence said. Nothing for your Imperial Majesty to worry about. Jokes aside, do you have a minute? Eager as I am to get back out there and chase down our enemies, we need to talk.
Is this inside the cathedral in the monastery?
If you insist. What?
Right now, the Federation and the Empire are fighting together against the Kingdom. But honestly, I have no desire to see Fargus in ruins. I'm only after the Central Church.
At this point, though, wouldn't you say the two are one and the same?
I'm not so sure. When Dimitri decided to grant sanctuary to the Central Church, he really wasn't in any position to refuse. If he had, the chaos that ensued would have torn Fargus apart. But what if things are adding up differently now? It's clear the war will drag on so long as he continues to shelter them. Besides, the Federation's Eastern Church and the Empire's Southern Church are both operating independent of Rhea's influence. The Central Church must be looking like a pretty heavy burden to Dimitri right about now.
Perhaps, but the Archbishop has far more influence in Fargus than anywhere else. Even if Dimitri has changed his mind, I doubt those around him would be open to the idea. The fact remains that the Kingdom has yet to show any sign of severing ties with the Central Church. They stand beside them even now.
This is just a theory. Well, actually, it's more like wild speculation. But what if the reason Dimitri tried to take Garrick Mach was because he wanted to distance himself from the Church? By facilitating Rhea's return to Garrick Mach, he could be trying to set the stage to break away.
That's an interesting theory. Do you have any evidence to support it?
Not really, but that's the impression I got when I saw Dimitri on the battlefield. To be honest, it didn't even occur to me before now. We were so determined to take down Rhea in that battle, we never spared a thought for Dimitri's motivations.
I see. Had it occurred to you sooner, you would have had quite the decision to make. About whether to leave me for dead, I mean.
Oh, that was an easy decision.
After all, if the Central Church was really leaving the Kingdom to return here, abandoning me would have been the expedient choice.
Oh, come on, Edelgard. Sure, we've had our differences, but that doesn't mean I want you dead.
I want her dead, though.
I'm happy to hear you say that, even if it is a lie.
You wound me. It's the honest truth, from the bottom of my heart.
So you say. No matter, you should continue to do as you see fit. And I will do all I can to bring this war to an end.
Sounds like a plan. Let's end this war. Right now, that's all that matters.
The Kingdom Army and the Church's forces have withdrawn and are fleeing north. The mercenaries are already in pursuit.
And the Federation army will join in the chase. Give the order to the rest of the troops.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I've got a pretty good guess as to which mercenaries are leading the hunt. I'd better pick up the pace. Edelgard, if you'll excuse me.
I assure you, Claude, we will not be far behind.
The Federation army is going to beat us to the punch. We should give chase as well.
I agree. Send a fifth of our army to pursue them. I will accompany them myself. Dispatch half of the remaining forces to the western front, and assign the other half to defend and repair the monastery.
Only a fifth? Are you sure that will be enough?
There's nothing to worry about. With the Federation army present, our hands will be tied regardless. Besides, if we neglect to leave the monastery sufficiently guarded, I fear I'll never hear the end of it from Count Varley.
Did we lose them? I was hoping we could at least tell our allies where they went. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
What the?
Just thinking how the time has finally come.
Damn it, Arval.